What are the two things you need to master in order to be successful in today's world, and especially social media? And these two things are super simple, but not necessarily easy to pull off. So the first one is,
Hey,
Hello.
what is up?
hey, how's it going?
Hello,
Really well.
Brendan. Thank you very much for coming.
Absolutely. So everyone, Brendan Kane is an outside of the box thinker, speaker, and author who empowers brands to scale by helping them stand out and beat the competition in a crowded and oversaturated market. He is the author of the international best-selling book, 1 Million Followers, and the newly released Hook Point, How to Stand Out in a 3-Second World, as well as the founder and CEO of Hook Point Agency. Brendan has worked with hundreds of individuals and brands providing business and digital strategy for more than 15 years, including MTV, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, and many others. Brendan, welcome to CEO Sphere's 2 minutes, 1 question.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to connect with you and everybody that's watching this.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. And here goes the question, 2 minutes to answer it. What are the most catchy 3-second hook points to use on social media, Brendan?
Well, that's it's a tough question to answer because it depends on your niche. It depends on the business. But I think that the better way to provide value and to answer that question is, why is a hook point so important? And what are the two things you need to master in order to be successful in today's world, and especially social media? And these two things are super simple, but not necessarily easy to pull off. So the first one is, can you grab the attention? Can you stop the scroll? When you're talking about like a LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you've got to stop the scroll. And then the second is, once you've stopped the scroll, earn the attention, how long can you keep that attention for? So that is the core principles that you need in order to be successful in today's world, because the world we live in, there's over 60 billion messages sent out on digital platforms each day. And the thing that controls whether you reach people or not is the algorithm. And the algorithm has one job and one job only, and that is to keep people on these platforms longer. That is how they make money. So they're always going to prioritize the content that, one, stops the scroll, because without stopping the scroll, people skip past it. How is that going to maintain attention? And two, once they stop the scroll, then how long do you hold that attention for? And if you master those two things, you'll be successful no matter what platform you're on, or what change happens to the algorithm, or what changes happen to social media in general.
Awesome. Wow. So there you go, guys. So, in order to succeed, we live in a 3 to 5 seconds world. And as Brendan said, those are the two core principles. So Brendan, thank you so much again. For everyone who wants to find Brendan Kane, go to hookpoint.com. Once again, I wanted to especially thank you for being here with us and dedicating us this time. It really means a lot, Brendan.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you so much, Brendan. So any initial thoughts on what you said, Alek?
I mean, so many truths, so many bombs. And to me, the one thing that stuck up with me is, hey, the algorithm will prioritize the people who are able to stop the scroll. So if you don't catch my curiosity at first and make me stop, you're not going to catch my attention, which will lead to a decrease in both algorithm value and sales. So there we go. From curiosity and scroll stopping point, hook point, right? To attention, to sales, to prioritizing and making the algorithm actually love you. What do you think about that?
I love that, Alek. You couldn't put it any better. When you're scrolling through all those thousands, I think it's thousands of people with all their content, if you're not grabbing the attention right away and then delivering on the attention that you've just grabbed. So it's great, right? You've managed to capture someone's attention. in 3 seconds. Wonderful. What's
Yeah.
next? And this is something that I think Brendan was really trying to drive home, is that it's all well and good grabbing someone in 3 seconds, in 3 seconds, but you
But
then need to deliver, right? So on like Instagram, when you're scrolling through that content, is every single slide delivering consistent value? Is it leading up to something that is worth my attention? Because just because you've got 3 seconds, don't expect them to stay there for 7 if slide 2 is terrible. If slide 3 is, you have to grab everybody, right? If it's carousel, you're grabbing people at every swipe. Every single swipe is as important as the other. And I will say this right now, that there is this common misconception of grab people on the very first, right? And grab them on the cover, grab them on the second slide too, because on Instagram, for example, the second slide is shown to people that maybe skipped it, didn't catch it the first time. So both of those two are just as important. But then people are like, slide 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not so important. Nah. If you're not grabbing people's attention on every single slide, they will never take an action. They will never purchase from you. Every slide counts. Every word counts, because people's attention spans are thin.
And that is the power of it. That is the power of the hook. And that is the power of attention and storytelling.
Mm-hmm. And exactly as you said there, powerful storytelling is the ability to have people hooked on every single slide, making every slide valuable, making every second count. If it's a video, every word spoken has a purpose. There's no fluff. There's no trying to fill a 1-minute video. It is, every word is important. You say your point, and then you're done with it.
Yeah, and it goes the same with cold calling. It goes the same with selling. If you don't have a hook point at the beginning, you're going to lose customers like this. You're going to lose sales just like that. That is why I speak often about a particular concept of mine, which is the HO5K, hook. And it creates a hook because 3 to 5 seconds, if you didn't grab me, if you didn't use the right tonality, if you spoke like this suddenly, I am not going to stay with you. Why? Because you lost me. And even if I stay more than 5 seconds, that's it. I'm still not listening. Why? Because you haven't established yourself as an authority. That is why it's so important, the same as on social media, to use hook tonality, to use hook attitude, to use hook copy, to use every single resource that will lead to capturing attention and maintaining that attention. So we're talking enthusiasm. We are talking big claim supported on the journey. So don't just give me the 3 seconds in a reel and tell, oh, learn how to earn $1 million in 3 seconds. Oh, how am I going to do that? And then I look and it's a fraud. Then what am I going to do? I'm not even going to like it. I'm not even going to stop after that. Why? Because it's worse for the algorithm too. If I stopped and then I watched and then I didn't take any action. I didn't comment, I didn't like, I didn't share, I didn't save. So there you go. If I don't do all that, then your false hook did hook me up for nothing. It's just going against you.
Absolutely. I think that's the thing as well. It's like, if you fail to deliver on that promise, then your content is immediately going to suffer, because people look at it and then they're just like, what is this? This hasn't helped me. So, and maybe they liked it at first. You know what I think might even be worse now? This is for me, I couldn't confirm this, but if somebody likes it immediately because out of support or something, but then they swipe through and they don't like what they see, and then they unlike it.
So bad. Imagine, it's like your favorite girl, she suddenly just decides to like you, but then you show that you are, pardon me, a and she decides to unlike you. You know what happens next? There's only one step to hate. And you don't want to enter into the hate zone, because if you enter into the hate zone, there's no going back. So, guys, if you're going to just hook me, you better hook yourself. Because, guys, it's pointless. It's going to make your content suffer. You're going to suffer long term because you're going to get people to hate you. And this is not even a bold claim. People will end up hating you. If you're constantly the guy who puts a great headliner and then they run and they have, after the second slide, all the you don't want to be that guy, because you're going to be the shitty guy who hooks and does nothing, just says things.
Absolutely. And just to kind of pull together everything that you said there, I think the most important takeaway for anyone is that hook people in the first 3 seconds and then hook people on every second after.
Boom, 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 boom. Why? Because if you just hook me the first 3 seconds and then you decide to, kind of start relaxing on the 5th second, and then on the 7th, I'm already back bored, then it means I just stopped and you're wasting my time. And if you're wasting my time, guys, this is literally the 2 minutes, one question podcast. And we had Brendan Kane, 1 million followers in 45 days. Do you think he has time to be lost on social media because you hooked him up and then you lost 7 seconds, 10, 15, 20, and it goes worse and worse? There's no time for that. If you're going to hook me, deliver on your promise. Why? Because you hook me once, you fail, I'm not coming back. I'm coming back. How are you coming back, Robbie?
I think I'll give it a miss. But I love that. That's the perfect way to sum this up, is that your audience are not coming back once you fail to deliver on that hook. Always be delivering. You've got their attention now, go through with it, deliver, give people a memorable experience, something unforgettable.
You have my curiosity, now you have my attention. And that phrase represents very, very well the hook of the curiosity and then the attention. So, of course, you grab my first 2 seconds. What do we do next? Okay, you invite me to dance, but then you're so bad, you're making me trip. I don't want to dance with you anymore. So there we go. If you're going to grab my curiosity, you better grab my attention. You better grab Robbie's attention. You better grab Brendan Kane's attention. And you better go visit him on hookpoint.com to learn exactly how to do that. Because if you don't know how to even grab the curiosity of the person, if you don't even know how to convert the curiosity and that initial attention to an extended period of attention, you're missing sales, you're missing on developing your branding, and you're certainly missing on the growth and the support from the algorithm. So don't try to beat the algorithm. Try to be friends with the algorithm. And then you might be able to win. Hook up the algorithm. Right?
That's it. I'm remembering, just to end on this final note, is that through hooking up the algorithm, you're hooking up the people, okay? That's what the algorithm is learning from. Every single person that looks at your content, depending on your niche, your industry, it's learning from them. If they are not engaging, it's because your content sucks. It's because your hooks suck.
Media. Yeah, social media, right? Social for a freaking reason.
Yeah. Create conversations, build your brand. Conversations that people want to be a part of. Hooks that people understand and want to interact with. I just want to end this note on thank you so much. And of course, for everyone tuning in, thank you too. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. And Robbie, see you later.
See you later, everyone.